number 2. Maestro, now, we're singing these fun songs again, okay? Now, play it through for us. How it goes. We'll sing it through the trio here once. Open your eyes, Lord. We want to see Jesus, to reach out and touch Him, and say that we love Him. Open your eyes, Lord, and help us to listen. Open our eyes, Lord. We want to see Jesus. Yeah, a little louder. Open our eyes, Lord. We want to see Jesus. To reach out and touch Him, and say that we love Him. Help us to listen. Help us to listen. Open our eyes, Lord. We want to see Jesus again. Open our eyes, Lord. We want to see Jesus. To reach out and touch Him, and say that we love Him. Open our ears, Lord, and help us to listen. Open our eyes, Lord. We want to see Jesus. Thank you. We'll have to work on that a little more. All right. You kids, stay here. The choir is going to sing for us, I think. Is that right?
We turn now to our concerns of the Church Universal and the Church particular, and ask at this time, are there any prayer requests that we need to lift up this morning? We thank the choir always for their good work. And now let us turn our attention to prayer. Gracious and heavenly God, we give thee thanks for this life-sustaining rain that has finally come upon this part of our state. We would ask that there be more and then more. But we rejoice in the amount that you have given us, and we're thankful. We're thankful also for the beautiful weather we enjoyed yesterday and the opportunity for fellowship that we had with many new friends in the neighborhood, and that we were able to stand as a witness, and because of that, there will be people come to this church. And then when people come to this church, they'll come to know Jesus a little bit better. And when they come to know Jesus a little bit better, they'll understand the profundity and the wideness in God's mercy and God's forgiveness. And then when they come to understand the wideness of God's mercy and his forgiveness, then they begin to understand the meaning of joy. Because in understanding the meaning of the word joy, they have finally come to know what it means to be loved. And that's what we're about here. We're about here loving people. And so we would ask that you would continually send us people that we can love, not indoctrinate, that we can forgive, not indoctrinate, that we can lead in paths of righteousness, not indoctrinate, that we can love. And that's what we would ask, that we can become agents of love. Gracious and heavenly God, we give thee thanks for this good day, and we're mindful of the good people in this fellowship whose bodies are not well. And we lift up to you those people and ask particularly that you be with Jim McCartney in his time of need, and that you guide him in ways of good health, and that you would restore him to good health. We would ask that, even as you're restoring Evelyn Foster to good health, and that she will be back with us soon, we know. We ask that you be with Jim McCartney's beloved, and even as we ask that you be with each and every one of us. Gracious and heavenly God, we ask that you be with Vicky Suey as she prepares this surprise, and this joyful surprise. And ask that she be with her beloved, and that they anticipate this happy event in the next few days. We're grateful for that. Gracious and heavenly God, we would ask that you be with this broken world of ours, and that far from being agents of division and dissension, that this fellowship would be an agent of peace and reconciliation. That far from being an agency that would fan the flames of bigotry and hatred, we would be an instrument that would bring calm and kindness. And we would pray that for each person in this fellowship. Gracious and heavenly God, we ask that you abide with us now as we prepare to continue our worship with thee, and that you would listen and that this would make you smile. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Now, as we have such a wonderful banquet of food awaiting us following this morning's worship service, if you'd be so kind, just extend the hand of friendship to those people who are nearest you, and then a longer period of time, of course, during the fellowship hour. And I say this, may the peace and love of Jesus be with you.
And also with you.
And also with you. And please extend the hand of fellowship. Thank you very much, and we continue now with the sharing of our tithes and our offerings. God and Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who gave of himself that we might find our own selves and live, maybe for the very first time. We give thee thanks for this opportunity to surrender to you happily a measure of our bounty. We would ask that it be used wisely and that it be used specifically to tell people about our love for Jesus Christ. Amen. Please be seated.